You're listening to the Bring the Thunder podcast, a podcast by fans for fans.
Yes, you are. Welcome, everybody, to another Bring the Thunder podcast post-game show as OKC takes down a healthy Cleveland Cavaliers. What a game. Sorry for the late post-game here, guys, but you guys know we're coming through either way. So, Joe, give us a stat breakdown of this win.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of them, so just bear with me for a second here. Leading the way for the team today, Cason Wallace, 24 and 10, 4 threes, 3 steals, plus 13. Lou adds 12. Chet Holmgren, 17, 15, and 4 3 blocks. Isaiah Joe, this dude is, what is he, prime Reggie Miller all of a sudden? 22 points, 6 of 11 from 3, 4 free throws, 5 steals for Isaiah Joe. What a game. Hartenstein, 13, 7, and 4. Wiggins, 7 off the bench. Kenrich, 8. J. Will, 10 with 3 threes. And Jared McCain, 10 in only 16 minutes. Gabe, this was quite the game. And just quickly on the Cleveland side, Merrill had 20. Really good game by him. Mitchell, 0 for 6 from deep. 9 of 19. He had 20, but that's Lou Dort. And 20 for Harden, who actually played pretty decently. Where do we start? This was... I'll start. Prop Wars banged it today. 4 for 4 in the OKC game. Had faith in the guys. And 2 for 2. I gave out 2 lock of the nights on the pregame show, Gabe. 2 for 2 there as well. Just an absolute really, really important win for OKC. Really impressive win for OKC. Snaps Cleveland's 7-game win streak. I think it's safe to say that OKC just owns the Cleveland Cavaliers at this point.
Yeah, it seems like the entire team just goes up 10 overalls every single time that we play Cleveland, whether we're healthy or not, because everyone was just shooting lights out. I sent a message to our private chat after the first quarter, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Because we just weren't missing. No one was missing. And that's the kind of thing that you have to be reminded of with this Thunder team is while we have struggles with shooting, there are nights where we will literally look like the greatest basketball team to ever play basketball. Like, If we are fully healthy, we have Shai and Dub and AJ, and you have one of those nights against OKC where we are shooting 50% from 3 and everyone's just going crazy, there's no chance. Like, there's no chance anyone can beat this team. Everyone was going off. What a game.
Yeah, outstanding. 51% from deep, 21 of 41. Get to a few of these comments. Yeah, Joseph, my bad. We had a couple things going on. New York, again, is getting just absolutely jam-packed with snow right now. But we're here. We're here. Sykes is he's on you. The camera quality is just a little off today. Austin Roberts, what's up, man? Yeah, we can't either. This is really exciting. But like you said, Gabe, like obviously OKC is really, really good at basketball, right? But when you get a game like this where all of your players are out, well, a lot of your really good players are out, and you're still able to take down Cleveland, something had to go right, and that was the shooting today. Like I said, 51%. Didn't shoot free throws extremely well, but we'll take the threes in for the free throws. I mentioned Isaiah Joe had 6. Dort put in 2. Cason had 4. Kenny 2. J. Will 3. McCain 2. I mean, the team's been different. Oh, yeah, and Austin, sorry. Let's go, man. Let's go. Woke up nice and early on a Sunday. Outstanding overtime victory. Being a Rangers fan, Jack Hughes, but I mean, you got to root for your country, right? So, outstanding game. But yeah, thank you, Leone. Where was I going with him? This team has been completely different ever since the trade deadline with McCain, and that's, McCain's been great. He has been great. And the 16 minutes today, I'm not exactly sure why it was that. Maybe it was the defensive matchups, whatever, but still came in with 10 points. But Isaiah Joe, ever since McCain was traded for, has been outstanding. Like, Isaiah Joe's been our best player for a really long stretch here, and he's not slowing down. He had the All-Star break to actually, take a step back maybe. No, he's picking up right where he left off, and that's 22 points and 6 threes today. The spacing is only going to get better when SGA and J-Dub and AJ Mitchell are back. He's carving his way into at least 25 minutes a night, Gabe.
It's insane. I mean, we've talked about multiple times how one of the things that this team needs is Isaiah Joe to do the one thing that he's on this team to do, and that's shoot threes at a high clip. He is absolutely taking care of business recently. I mean, Joe, like you mentioned, since trading for Jared McCain, Isaiah Joe has looked like genuinely one of the best, if not the best shooter in the NBA. And it's the confidence he's shooting too. He's not just sitting in the corner and waiting for an off-ball screen. He had some ridiculous threes tonight. He has ridiculous threes every night, but it's the confidence that he's shooting it with. You would think you're looking at like Luka Doncic pulling up an ISO, but no, that is Isaiah Joe hitting step back threes over very quality defenders. I mean, everything about him is just incredible right now. And like you mentioned, the 5 steals tonight, he is like, that's been a thing that has been a concern as the defensive effort. But on a team like this, you almost feel out of place if you're not putting in effort on the defensive end. And I think he's really starting to show that he's absolutely a good defensive player as well. So Isaiah Joe, I mean, there's not enough words to just praise this guy recently.
I think that comes with the confidence. I'm talking about the defense. I mean, he's been like 5 steals today. Like, yeah, sometimes like the ball could bounce your way, but 5 steals is super impressive. I mean, Kaysen had three, right? Kaysen had 3 steals. Isaiah Joe tops him with 5. It's not only just a 3-point shooting. It's not only just a pickup on defense. He's getting to the free throw line. He's getting to his mid-range. He's getting to the rim at an extreme efficiency and extreme level of confidence. And Sykes, I think it's a different player. This guy isn't just a 3-point specialist anymore. He's an offensive weapon, and can be utilized on the defensive end as well, which is, like Gabe likes to say, we're going to suffer from success because everyone's got to get back and everyone's got to get the minutes. But Isaiah Joe is saying, hey, Mark, I'm here and we're playing the rest of the way and you're giving me at least 25 a game because, I mean, he's just been unbelievable. J. Will's been really good. I think his shoulder was bothering him for a decent part of the season. We've seen what J. Will is. Shot 40% from 3 last year, like 39 the year before. He's an excellent 3-point shooter. Really struggled to start the year. Has looked really good over a 10-game, 12-game stretch now here. Ever since that Spurs game about a month ago in OKC when we won, he's been really good. So can't speak enough about J. Will. This is what you see, right? When I think we talked about it, Gabe, a lot during that Spurs game. Is like when J. Will's on his game, it's really, really tough to beat OKC because you add a 3-point shooter. You add extra rebounding. You add defense on guys like Jokic and Wembanyama and stuff like that. I mean, very vital to the success of OKC. But I mean, I'm at a loss for words. This is such a great win for OKC. Heading into Toronto and Detroit, hopefully we can get some of the guys back. Maybe SGA for Detroit. Very excited right now.
Yeah, Joe, we talk about that idea of suffering from success and the fear of where those minutes going to go. The way that I'm starting to see it as is when playoff time comes around the corner, we're going to have so many tricks up our sleeve, so many cards that we can play on different nights, where one night, maybe it's J. Will who kills you. The next night, suddenly J. Will only gets 8 minutes. And now all of a sudden Jared McCain and Kenny are coming off the bench. And they're that's almost becoming that idea of suffering from success and not knowing where the minutes are going. It's terrified me all season. It's kept bothering me. But Joe, I think I'm maybe starting to see a really bright side of this from the more we play and the more I see these bench guys play. And that's the idea that we have so many variations of 10-man rotations, not 8-man, 10-man rotations that we can play on any given night against any given team. That is so deadly. I mean, you play the Nuggets, you need big, you throw out J. Will, he shoots the 3, he guards Jokic. We need help. The next series we play, let's say Minnesota, we need to attack certain areas. We have playmakers. We have Topic who can come in. We have McCain who can come in and hit threes. The next game, we need some help on the scoring side. We need hustle. We have Kenny who can come in. Like, there's so many variations. There's so many hidden aces up our sleeve that, like, as an opposing team, how do you prepare? Like, you don't know who OKC is going to throw at you other than the main 7 players. But outside of that, you don't know who's coming in. You don't know when they're coming in. You don't know if they're going to be on one tonight. Like, there's so many dangerous variations. I mean, Aaron Wiggins is more than capable of going off for 20-plus points in his own time when he gets 25-plus points per game. I mean, you just truly, against OKC, there is no planning. There's no preparing. There's no predicting. You're just hoping that the guys that they play don't pop off against you. And frankly, tonight, everything went well. Everything popped off. The defense was swarming. The defense was beautiful today. I mean, crazy stat that I heard from the first quarter, excuse me. We forced the most turnovers. Cleveland has not had this many turnovers in a first quarter in 6 years.
Yeah.
It's been 6 years since they had that many turnovers in the first quarter. So, Joe, I've been afraid of this idea of too many players, but I don't know, man. The farther we get, the more success I see from all these guys on this team, the more I feel like we just have an army after army just waiting, building up, figuring out where they can affect the game. And this is the big thing, Joe, they're all content with it. Like, no one's angry about the fact that they're not getting minutes, it feels like. They're content with it. And because of that, they are just superstars in their own roles, which I think Shai made a comment on that last season and said, everyone is an all-star in their own role.
Right.
Couldn't have said it.
This team, everyone knows their role, and that's a really important part to becoming, a championship-winning team. You have to play your role. I mean, you can't be something you're not. You can't force it. OKC's the perfect definition of that. I'm happy you brought up just – the 10, 12 guys, 14, like Unk said. Last year, we won an NBA championship with the same 2 plays during the end of games. It was that rub screen with J-Dub and Shai and then ISO. That was it, right? Now you got so many different options, so many different sets, so many different plays you could go to. And Gabe, you mentioned it, like, yeah, I'm still cool with running that rub screen with J-Dub and Shai at the end of the games, but now you got McCain, Isaiah Joe, Chet Holmgren ready to shoot the ball. You got guys coming off the bench. Those bench minutes are going to get eaten up by the OKC bench. Like, they're going to kill every single team that they play when they're healthy, right? And hopefully they get there. But it's going to be a handful for the opposing teams, and I don't know where they go. And Leone says it best. I mean, no egos. Just teamwork. They love each other and they love playing with each other. At least I don't know if they love each other, but it seems like they do.
I think they do.
But it's just a wonderful team and led by a good coach. You know what? I want to shout him out today too, because we get on him on the show a little bit because sometimes he makes mistakes, and what we do is we're honest on this show, right? So when he's making mistakes, we're going to yell at him. When he's doing a good job, you got to give him props. McCain had a lapse on defense today at one point, and Mark went straight towards him. Said something. McCain was like, all right, cool. Like, just the accountability today from Mark. I liked him getting on his players during a game where, I didn't want to call it a must win, but it's a really important win today, especially at home. You're going on this road stretch coming up, but it's very easy when you're coaching this good of a team. You could just sit there and watch. Mark did a really good job of having his hands all over this one today.
Yeah, and I wanted to mention something about that specifically with that moment where Mark goes over to McCain. Look at the last 4 months on the Sixers with McCain. Daryl Morey and Nick Nurse, they did not teach him things. They did not go over and take the time to walk up to him and say, you need to fix this. They gave up on him. McCain was given up on, like 100%. If you were watching the way that the Sixers ran their offense, it was McCain, go sit in the corner and wait. And if you get the ball, you pass it. And no one ever sat down with him. No one walked through him. And they stopped treating him. They started treating McCain like he had been in the NBA for 15 years and was a washed up role player. McCain is a young, incredibly raw, talented player. And to see him, like, I can only imagine how like getting, I'm not going to say chewed out, but getting pulled aside by Mark like that and having him be quite blunt with him, that's going to mean a lot to Jared, because that shows to me that Mark is saying, I see greatness. Like, I see you being able to be better. I see greatness in you, and fix this. Like, that you will be better, but you got to fix this. Like, that is coaching. That is something that believe it or not, like, crazy concept here, Joe, but not every coach in the NBA actually coaches. And it's nice to know that we have one who takes time to go coach and actually tell him, this is a problem. I want you to fix this. And
you know what?
You got Joe? Yeah.
I was just going to really quickly add in, it goes vice versa too. Like, it's got to feel good for McCain, but if you're coach Mark Dagnall, McCain, I mean, he's like, all right, I got you. Like, sometimes players are like, oh no, screw off, or yeah, whatever. McCain, right away, he was like, okay, I got you. Yep, got you. Like, he's a coachable player, and he's a very talented player. So, but continue.
Absolutely. Something else I really wanted to point out from today is 8 minutes and 3 assists from Nikola Topic. And there's something that I'm noticing very specifically from our minutes with Nikola. And I mean, and this is not to insult any of our other players when they're bringing the ball up the court or when they're running an offense. But Joe, I don't know if I'm just crazy, but Topic is calling so many plays and he's running so many things and he's telling people to move. Like he was born to be running an offense, and I will give him credit for it until the end of time, because the things he does on offense, the way he runs actual plays is so necessary, because it's so easy to get into a funk where you're pretty much just taking turns, putting up shots in a cold stretch where the offense isn't moving. It's so stagnant. He is never going to let that happen. If Topic has the ball, a play is being ran or someone is being told to move. He's looking for anybody. And the other thing is, have you noticed with his passes, Joe, he is putting it in the shooter's pocket literally every time. I mean, every single time he is passing, whether it's across the entire court, it's hitting it right in the shooter's pocket. I mean, Topic, seriously, the talent of this kid in terms of a playmaker, I'm not talking about anything else, not scoring, not size, not defense, not athleticism. The talent of this kid as a playmaker is absurd, Joe. Like, I'm serious. In the 8 minutes I saw today, I was blown away by the way that he was just running an offense. Like, if he's in, I want him bringing the ball up 9 times out of 10. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's really smart, really knows at a young age, knows what to do with the basketball. Reminds me of a lot of Josh Giddey, but I think more confident early in his career when we had him, obviously. Topic kind of knows what he wants to do on the court always. And like Unk said, it's only his 3rd NBA game, and we already know what he's gone through the last couple of years here. So, yeah, there's a really bright future with Nikola Topic. Now, this year, I don't think we see him much. We'll see him during the regular season, but like playoffs and not. But I'm excited to see where that leads him, because he's a big dude. Like, he's a pretty solid dude. Obviously, super smart, super confident, really confident in his shot as well. Like, he doesn't hesitate to pull up for 3 either. And that was one of the question marks on him coming out of the draft. I don't know where he fits, but he's damn sure a really good basketball player, and his progression, I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that it also comes from that, Joe, is just like, in one way, I almost take the time without Shai and Dub and AJ as a blessing, because we really get the chance to see how deep we are and see how many guys get the chance to get a run in where they're getting super quality minutes. And that just goes back to what I was saying earlier, where we just have so many guys who can come out and just take out your team at any point. And these types of games, talk about a confidence booster. I mean, seriously, like, that makes them feel so much better. Kaysen coming out and dropping a 20-point, 10-assist game has got to feel really damn good.
Great by Kaysen today. Maybe Kaysen just loves these like early early games in OKC. It was a noon start, and he's just going nuts again.
I think so.
All right, we are about 20 minutes in. Again, I do want to apologize. We had a little bit of some turmoil in the locker room today. Not actually, but we had some stuff going on. Hand up account. We're taking accountability. It won't happen again the rest of the year. But we are about 20 minutes in, and Satvir is finally back from his vacation. So I'm excited to get him back. And I kind of just wanted to run his segment in honor of him, being back in the United States.
Welcome to Satvir's Quarter.
Gabe, we just got to break this down a little bit more, because what we're seeing is something that we have to talk about, and it's something that we shouldn't ignore, right? And I appreciate that, Leone, really do. And Leone, I know Leone hates when we get on Mark Dagnall. Like, she's all positive, and we love her for that. And I think she was pretty happy when we were giving him his props today. Yeah, Austin, I'm sure a lot of people did after that 8 a.m. gold medal game today, which still makes no sense to me. But let's talk about this a little bit more here, Gabe. Isaiah Joe, since the Orlando game right before the deadline, 22 points, 2 against the Spurs. That was a game where the G League was playing. 21, 19, 21, 17, 11, 22. This is an offensive leap from a guy who is known to be a good three-point shooter, but now he's an offensive weapon. This is consistent. We know it's not a fluke because it's been happening for a really good stretch here since February 3rd, right? I need to know where it's coming from, and I know the answer is like, we traded for Jared McCain to spark them, but it's the confidence now. Like, where is this coming from, and how important is this to OKC? Because this is a problem for the NBA. This is vital for OKC's success, something we didn't see in the playoffs last year because he couldn't hold his own on the court. Now he's a really good player, and he's been our best player since February 7th.
Mm-hmm. Joe, I've been against everyone saying like several months ago that we needed to trade him. Like seriously, I have had faith in Isaiah Joe for quite a while. Now, was I frustrated in the cold streaks? Yes, obviously. But like all season, he's been shooting 38+% from three. Like at no point has his 3-point percentage become bad. Like he's been a good shooter. It's just we when he's our only guy that we're looking to for threes and he's not constantly hitting them at a really high rate, I think it gets easy as fans to get frustrated. But to me, what it is, Joe, is this has always been here. Like this is just who Isaiah Joe is capable of being. He just needed the confidence. And that's not to say that when Shai comes back, all that confidence goes away. To me, when Shai comes back, it becomes about how do we make Isaiah Joe more of a viable option? How do we work harder to make sure that Isaiah Joe and Jared McCain can be two guys that we can get open off ball? Because that's what this team needs. This team needs the ability to hit their open threes because if we actually, in terms of like I don't know the exact number, but we generate some of the most open looks from three in the entire NBA. Like we are very good at generating open looks. We just didn't have guys who could hit it outside of Joe.
Yeah,
and bring him McCain. Talk about a weight off your chest for Joe. He no longer is the only guy who is a actually really high volume catch and shoot 3-point shooter. So to me, it's a mix of the weight lifted off his chest of not having to be the only guy, but also just the confidence of Mark saying, we trust the hell out of you. Like go start some games, or even when you don't start, here's 25+ minutes, go shoot the hell out of the ball. Like keep shooting. I don't care if you're 1 for 14, keep shooting. Like it's just a mixture of the confidence that we're instilling in him. And this is just who Isaiah Joe is. This is who he's been. It's just a matter of confidence. And I think some fans were really getting on him and forgetting that Isaiah Joe has always been one of our best shooters.
Yeah. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me because this is just something like we know he's been our best shooter, but this is just another level of scoring. This is a 3-level scorer and an improvement on defense. And everyone who's an OKC fan knows how sneaky athletic he is. He could dunk on anyone at any moment. He dunked on LeBron this year. But it's just having that, like you mentioned, having the shooting, that the volume to me is so important. And putting him in the starting lineup again, Mark Dagnall today, really smart idea. I like the lines with McCain and Joe together. When there's a game that it's no SGA, no J-Dub, no AJ, you could start Isaiah Joe, and what a spot start it was today, 22 points. Just wanted to shout him out again. I mean, just an outstanding player. And Philadelphia fans, we have no vendetta against Philly. Like, it's irrelevant, but they got to be sick. McCain and Isaiah Joe just going absolutely crazy for the Oklahoma City Thunder when they gave him away for nothing is just disgusting. Last thing before we wrap up here today, and I just got distracted because I went on that Philly tangent. I was going to go a route. Austin McCain, he does need a little bit more minutes. Thank you, Austin. You just sparked my mind here. I found out today he played a decent amount of minutes, and Jack's going to be rolling, sobbing after he hears what I say right now. Obviously, there's 1 to 2 guys that are going to have to take a backseat. Isaiah Joe's locked in. Like, there's no way you give him less than 25 minutes in any game. Doesn't matter anymore. McCain's obviously playing. You need 2 shooters. He's been really good. It's going to be Aaron Wiggins. It's going to be Aaron Wiggins and Lou Dort that kind of see their minutes drop just a little bit. Wiggs has we all know how great of a player he is, and fan favorite. He's just never on Mark's good side, it seems like. It's always been a problem. Even when we didn't have this much talent on the roster, he just was 30 minutes, and then he was 10, and then he was 20, and then he was 5. Makes no sense, but it's going to be Wiggs, and it's definitely going to be Lou Dort. Now, you did see today, finally, for the fans, the dumbass fans out there, not OKC fans, but basketball fans, Lou Dort needs to be on this team. Yeah, Leone. He absolutely owns Donovan Mitchell. He owns guys like that. He owns most of the threes in the league. He needs to be on this team for that reason. Like, yeah, Casey Wallace did a decent job on James Harden today, But if Lou's not there next year, who's guarding Donovan and vice versa? And we didn't have Caruso today, but these are the games where you could play him the 35 minutes that he played. These are the ones. Now, Mark, if we need an extreme amount of offense, you got to get him off. But today, the offense was rolling, and we were playing two really good guards, and having Lou Dort play 35 minutes and an extremely effective 35 minutes, these are the moments that you need him to play.
Yeah, I completely agree, Joe. It's just it reminds you really quickly what the difference is with him off the court and him on the court. And I mean, it's kind of just an overarching thing with this entire team. We have so many guys that just put you in hell when you're on ball. I mean, SGA is an incredible on-ball defender. Like, seriously, J-Dub is an incredible on-ball defender. Kaysen, Caruso, Dort, and then you get into the paint and you have all 250 pounds of Isaiah Hartenstein protecting the rim. And then you have Chet Holmgren, who is literally one of the best anchors in the entire NBA. Like, it's just insane. It's genuinely crazy how good the defense is. So, yeah, Lou Dort, the presence was felt today.
Yeah. All right. We're just under 30 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank all of you for tuning in today. I know that, again, accountability, that the show was delayed a few hours today, but won't happen again. I'm very excited that you guys were all still able to join. This was a really good show, really good win for OKC, obviously 121-113. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shout out Andre Roberson. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and 2026 looks to be better than 2025. I think so too, Austin, as of right now. Hopefully we get healthy. Gabe, do you have anything else before we wrap up here?
Big win. Like, I know Joe kept saying it, but this is a big win. I mean, really, I know that Mobley was technically on a minutes restriction going into this game, and he still was when they pulled him at 20, but they put him back in because they were confident that they'd be able to pull back and end up winning this one. And frankly, to me, that's a sign that Mobley's healthy. So this is a very injured Thunder squad beating a very good, healthy Cleveland team. So I'm glad. Big win. This showed a lot. We keep moving.
That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you again. Shout out to all the members. If you aren't a member of the Bring the Thunder podcast premium membership, whatever you want to call it, go over to the YouTube channel, get yourself a membership. I mean, look at Austin. He's one of our favorite members. Now, we love everyone who is a member, everyone who's in the chat. Terrence Pyre is also a member. Leonie a member. Everyone. So go over, get yourself one, all the good stuff. You know what I'm talking about. If you haven't already, go check out Prop Wars that released a few days ago. It's been really fun. Killing it today. Very excited. I'm on Gabe. I'm coming for Gabe. And
I'm doing good today too, Joe. I'm doing good today too.
Yeah, no, Gabe did well today too. But I mean, Jack's getting thrown out the window. We're back here. Yeah, Terrence, we do have a pretty nice soundboard. We're not going to drag it because we don't want to get a copyright. But again, really good win for OKC today. Excited to be back. Excited for OKC to be back. Austin, absolutely. Just text, DM us whenever you can. We're available always for our members. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn post notifications on, go get your ass a membership, and Thunder up, baby. Let's go.